bitch. Nigga must not know my rank, but we thrive apartments. Yeah, the section ain't had no name, you know I ain't signed shit. Lil' shorty gon' do her duties, gon' build down, help me. Yeah, most of these bitches got fleas, you leave his tricks up the sleeve. And a nigga done fell in love and know the bitch got a team. Yeah, I'm solo doing my shit, but I keep a Glock and stick. Yeah, and it match my motherfucking feet, but you don't know cause it's heat. Yeah, me my mom Deuce out there struggling, do anything to feed the babies. Now I get to the goddamn money, do anything to feed my lady. I'm a real ass G-ass prince, UPK nation Israel. I got kids that's in your hood, posted up waiting to get you. All that soft ass shit with your hoe, swore time we on go. And we take so much damn ground, but we don't even want no more. It's too late for you to buy, we don't want no new members. Cause your weak ass, dirt ass nigga can't even fight your addiction. And hell now we don't blend, you niggas puffing on the pen. You hit that shit on my whip, you get your ass dismissed. I've been gone for way too long, started calling my phone. And most of these fake ass niggas never know the fucking bond, bitch. Whole ass nigga, get your shit together, man. Get fucked by how it start. I love breaking bitches' hearts. I don't celebrate no birthdays. I care less about your cries. Lil' shorty, she gotta feel something, or she gon' do what she wanna. And I'm on top of all that shit. Could never catch me on slumber. Boss say he a boss, we bury his ass in Boston. Boss say talking about smoke, he coughin', put his man in the coffin. Yeah. Money up, bitch, we talking, counting up, that's for the culture, nigga. I know 3Z got my back, that's anytime where I'm at. No matter if I'm right or wrong, no big bro, he gon' step. Man, shout out Tweet Man Cub, no smoke, keep the slugs. Free Dre boy out of the pen, getting all to do it big, nigga. Boy, I stumped me a crock in Tim's, keep the blood souvenir. You a liability, baby ass gangsta, I wreck your shit like a deal. How I come up, I know how it is, out here in Crackerville. Nigga do anything for a drop, anything for a spill. I got SC on my back, South Coast, South Crack. If that stick jam up, you whack, you shoulda never put your gat. Tryna flex up on these hoes, but truly though, you a hoe, nigga. Get fucked by how it start. I love breaking bitches' hearts. I don't celebrate no birthdays. I care less about your cries. Lil' shorty, she gotta feel something, or she gon' do what she wanna. And I'm on top of all that shit. Could never catch me on slumber. Boy say he a boss, we bury his ass in Boston. Boy say talking about smoke, he coughin', put his man in the coffin. Yeah. Money up, bitch, we talking, counting up, that's for the culture, nigga. You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK suit solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a priest holding. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with that fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit mugger. I say, if that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding general get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons boys full of tech. Boy like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood or hood? More than you, bitch. Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn whole ass bitch. Fake ass.
All right, shalom, Israel. I am your host, Officer Nayar. And right here to the left of me, this is Officer 1000. Oh, Salaki. This is Officer 1000 Nazaga Bar. He's one of the guests on the podcast with me. And tonight, we got some interesting topics to talk about. The first one we're gonna talk about that pastor that's from Louisiana. Salaki. We ain't gonna talk about that one yet. We're gonna talk about those 3 Israelite police officers who shot and killed this woman. And let me make sure I get the place right where it happened. It's San Antonio, Texas. If y'all know what Israelite mean, the Mexicans. They killed 3 officers. Killed another Mexican woman because I guess she was stressed out or in distress. She had a hammer in her hand. I don't think she approached them or ran up on them with it. She just grabbed it. It was showing it. And I guess that was enough for them to shoot her dead. So we'll talk about this.
Yeah, I was gonna say they say that she swung the hammer.
Oh, good night.
And but the thing is that I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good, everyone.
But the thing is that there's countless instances where there'll be a devil that'll have like a knife or even a firearm.
Right.
And what they'll do oftentimes with them, the way they handle them is they'll handle them by using the taser or using the pepper spray. You understand, like a 40-something-year-old sister with a hammer. And they pulled out the guns and gunned her down for that. You understand? Go ahead.
And I like you good at one. Like I say, you're right. Like all these other, somebody that is a part of their nation, like white people doing it to other white people. If that person was to have a gun or a knife or something, they gonna spare them. They ain't gonna shoot them or do any harm to them because they skin color is not a threat to them, but because this sister, she's from the tribe of Issachar, which is the Mexicans, because of who she is and where she come from, I guess she posed as a threat to these 3 officers, and they should if anything, they should understand where she comes from because they are from the same tribe. They Mexicans as well. So I don't know if that's just a police thing, like they just act first and ask questions later. I don't know. That just must be a police thing, but that's crazy, man. But I got the video up right now. Let's get this commercial.
This is my comeback.
Oh, good.
Start yours at purdueglobal.edu.
Breaking news first at 10. 3 San Antonio police officers charged with murder after they reportedly shot and killed a woman on the southwest side.
In just the last 40 minutes, Police Chief William McManus announcing the arrest of these 3 officers, Sergeant Alfred Flores and Officers Alessandro Alejandro and Nathaniel Villalobos. The chief says they have been suspended without pay.
Now, just moments ago, McManus held a news conference saying the shooting was not consistent with SAPD's policies and training.
SAPD also releasing video of this morning's shooting that show what unfolded at that woman's apartment. And we want to warn you, the video you are about to see is disturbing.
You ain't got no warrant.
Good night. Salaki. Now you see what the officer just did. He hopped over the little fence and tried to open the door, and he didn't waste no time. You automatically heard shots straight out the gate.
Salaki, if I
You
could,
go ahead, Aaron.
did they even identify themselves as police? Because it doesn't even sound like they even identify themselves as police. You understand? Because it seems to me like, you know, first of all, Texas is a stand your ground state.
Right.
So that's a state where if someone is coming on your property without permission in the state of Texas, you have the right to send them to the Most High.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And so the thing is that this sister had first of all, the article said that she was having a mental health crisis.
Right. Exactly.
You understand? So during a mental health crisis, a person is not in the right mindset to be able to even make a proper decision in a critical situation, especially when you have three men, grown men, you understand, jumping over your fence to come to your door and not even announcing themselves. You understand? So like,
no, you good at the one. You damn right. Like, they jumped over this woman's fence, tried to open the door, and as soon as he opened the door, you hear shots ring. He ain't asked no questions. He ain't try to help her, tell her to calm down. He ain't tell her to drop the weapon. I ain't hear him say it. And straight, and it sounded like he let off the whole damn clip on him. Good night, man. But I'm gonna keep playing. Like, I'm at a family play it back, so I can make sure I
show what unfolded at that woman's apartment. And we want to warn you, the video you are about to see is disturbing.
You ain't got no warrant.
You did.
okay, so
Ken Snipes, Alicia Niavet.
So it sounds like they did identify themselves as police.
Okay.
But like the sister said, they did not have a warrant.
Right.
And when you see in the video, you know, they were clearly trying to just go into this sister's house.
Right.
You understand? And this is why in the ISUPK, you understand, we tell you that, you know, what you seeing right here with these all, could you back it back to show those brothers' faces?
Oh, right.
Right here. See, this right here is the mark of the beast.
Right.
You understand? These brothers, this is why it's so important for the ISUPK to exist on this earth and be able to do the work that we do.
Damn right.
Because these brothers had no idea that they were taking up the mark of the beast.
Right.
You understand? When they sign up for this police force, you understand, they're taking that mark of the beast on the right hand.
Right.
You understand? When you take that mark of the beast on your right hand, what that means is that you are willing to take up arms in the name of this beast.
Right.
You understand? In the name of America, you're willing to kill and defend this country.
Right.
You understand? And this is a tragedy. You understand? This is an absolute tragedy. You understand? Go ahead.
So like, that's like I say, what you're saying is very is heavy. I couldn't have said it better. Like, good night. Because I remember hearing that forgot who broke that down. I think it was Jeremiah Hyman. He broke down that, you know, the mark of the beast is somebody from your nation being a part of the, you know, law enforcement. So I remember hearing that before. I'm gonna go back to where okay, stop. Right. Good night.
Ken Snipes, Alicia Niaves is following this story for us tonight. She joins us live now from Public Safety Headquarters with these latest developments. Alicia? It was a swift decision by SAPD's homicide unit. In a matter of hours after reviewing the body camera footage from this morning's shooting, all 3 officers who fired their guns are now facing murder charges. Take a look. This all started shortly after midnight at an apartment.
So, you understand? How many times has an Edomite police officer gunned down an Israelite and didn't get charged with nothing? You understand? I can't remember that devil's name that killed that brother. You understand? It was like months before they even brought charges against him. You understand? And black people had to go out into the streets and damn near burn the entire city down just for them to even press charges against the officer.
This Zimmerman, right? It's not Zimmerman. The one with Trayvon Martin. No, I don't think that was him. It's so many of them. Like, man, this is damn crazy.
So lucky, I can't think of that. I can't think of that devil's name.
So many of them, it's hard to keep up with them. It just happened a lot. It was nice. I'm gonna keep
Complex called Rosemont at Miller's Pond. This is off of Old Pearsall Road. Police got a call about a woman who was destroying a fire alarm. When officers arrived, they say 46-year-old Melissa Bettis appeared to be having a mental health crisis. Chief McManus, who reviewed the body camera video today, said the officers tried to get Bettis into a patrol.
It's life, me. It's just like that brother who's on that substation in New York, and he got choked out by that Edomite, and he choked him to death because he was having an emotional crisis. He was panicking. He was going through some mental health issues. And that's the same thing that sister was going through, an emotional crisis. You understand? And instead of helping them and trying to get them help, you go kill them. You feel like that they deserve to die, but people that support, like in y'all race or that's part of y'all ethnicity, y'all will have mercy on them because they race, they skin color is not a threat to you. But like the Bible says, like the white man is the devil. It's like you saying the white man, but it's true. The white man is the devil, man. I'm gonna finish the rest of this out, and we can move on. Unless you got something else to say, I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to bring this out.
You found it?
No, I found, like what a mental health crisis is. You understand? And a mental health crisis, it says a mental health crisis is any situation in which a person's actions, feelings, and behaviors can lead to them hurting themselves or others, and or put them at risk of being unable to care for themselves or function in the community in a healthy manner. You understand? This sister needed help. You understand? This sister needed some type of assistance with a mental disability or mental issue. And instead of assisting this sister, you understand, they decided to murder this sister. You understand?
Yeah, right. You got also come on. I'm gonna read this comment. He say, seeing ish like this, I can see how black people get mad when we say the white man is the devil.
God,
right.
He absolutely correct. You understand? Because you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. You know, the scriptures say you cannot serve 2 masters.
Right.
You understand? For you're gonna love one and you're gonna despise the other. You understand? So when you take up this mark of the beast and you serve our oppressor, you understand? You're gonna naturally love our oppressor and you're gonna hate our people. You understand? You're gonna like just like how in the UPK we say all the time that we love the things that the Most High love and we hate the things that the Most High hate.
Right.
You understand? So when you take up this mark of the beast and you serve this devil, then you're gonna love the things that he loves and you're gonna hate the things that he hates.
Right.
And there's nothing on this earth that he hates more than the 12 tribes of Israel.
Damn right.
You understand?
Damn right. All right, I'm gonna finish the rest of this video, then we can move on.
Patrol car, but she ran back into her apartment. The chief said as the woman was talking to officers through a window, she threw a glass candle at police. Officers ordered the woman to come outside, but she refused. That's when the chief says officers jumped over the woman's patio railing and she began swinging a hammer, hitting the window. One officer fired his weapon, but he didn't hit the woman. But when the woman advanced toward the window again, all officers opened fire.
No,
I
I don't believe that.
said all officers opened fire.
I don't believe that. He didn't wait. That happened so fast. All that she just said don't even sound like that transpired. Like he literally hopped over that railing and opened the door and shots were fired. Everything she just said, I don't know. Either they not showing the whole thing or what, but that don't even sound right. But whatever. Let me see what else on here.
Ben has died at the scene. The chief said to reporters tonight his officers made the wrong decision.
The shooting officers' actions were not consistent with SAPD's policy and training, and they placed themselves in a situation where they used deadly force, which was not reasonable given all the circumstances.
It's a lot.
The three suspended officers.
Let this be a message. What this devil just stood up here and did. Let this be a message to any brother and sister out there that's considering joining the police force in any city across this world. You understand? Because if these devils murder an innocent black or Hispanic, they're going to defend that devil.
Right, every time.
You understand? They're going to stand for that devil, and they're going to do a thorough investigation to make sure that they don't have to arrest one of their own.
Right.
But if you, as a black or Hispanic, you join that police force and you faced with a situation like this, they are going to throw you under the bus.
Right.
They're not going to hesitate. You understand? Like there's other instances, like you can just go on Google at this point. Like I just went on Google and tried to search for that situation that we were talking about.
Yeah,
and it was so many instances that I just gave up because there's no way that I'm even going to find it. It's like a needle in a haystack at this point.
So many of them.
You understand? And so the thing is that, you know, if you as a black Hispanic join the police force and you have a situation like this, the first opportunity that they get, they are going to throw you in jail for what you did.
Right. Damn
You
right.
understand? But select.
No, you good on one. We can move on from this. But good night, man.
This is a tragedy.
It is a tragedy.
You understand? That's your IUIC right there. You understand? Because them IUIC brothers, you know, they teach that you can join the police. You understand? They teach that it's okay to snitch on your brother.
Right.
You understand? And see, and then here's the thing. When those brothers put their hands on our brothers in Kansas City, you understand? One of the things that those brothers in the IUIC said, when you go back and watch the video, is they lied to the police and said that they have a gun on them. You understand? And of course, in the ISUPK, we have a strict protocol not to carry weapons with us when we go to camp.
Right.
You understand? And when IUIC, when they went and put hands on those brothers in Kansas City, you understand?
I got it.
You know, when they went and put their hands on those brothers in Kansas City, you understand? Then and they said that the brothers in Kansas City had a firearm on them. This is the outcome that they were looking for. You understand? Why else would you tell a cop that these brothers had guns on them if this is not the outcome that you were looking for? You understand? And that's, you know what I'm saying, and it's a disgusting thing, you understand, to do something like that. You understand, to make a false report like that in hopes that the police would kill brothers in the ISUPK. You understand? You understand? So, like, we have some technical difficulties. Bear with us just a second. We just operate with this. And it shows up clear on the TV as well.
Right. Yeah, kind of. Okay.
You understand?
All right, so we can we can move on from this one. All right, so now we're gonna talk about this pastor from Louisiana. He shot and killed his first lady, his wife. I'm guessing it was on a vacation in Mississippi, and they stayed in the hotel. And this is actually a young couple. They like a year older than me. They say the husband was 25 and the wife was 27. So this is a very young couple. So I'm about to pull this video up now about it. So, I think this is it right here.
25-year-old pastor.
Yeah, kind of. I think this is it right here.
We're celebrating Ollie Day. We're Ollie Day. Everything in our store is 15% off.
Ollie! Good stuff, cheap!
Danny Purnell has been arrested after a shooting that left his wife in stable condition. He was arrested after being released from the hospital. Purnell is charged with aggravated domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and disturbance of a business. He is being held in the Pike County Jail. His wife is still recovering at UMMC.
That was not long enough. I think it's another one on it. It's not the one. Here go one right here.
If you wait on him, if you wait on him, I promise you he's coming. If you wait on him, I promise you he won't make sense. See, you still tripping because you lost your job. You still tripping and disappointed and mad because y'all broke up. If you wait on him, if you wait on him, if you.
This the whole sermon?
If you wait on him.
That ain't nothing. Good night. All right, let me see. They don't got a full report on this.
I have an article right here.
Yeah, that's what I got. I can't find it. This ain't a long YouTube video of it. Yeah, it's an article. Okay, we'll just read the article. All right, so the police identified the husband and wife as Danny Purnell. He's 25 years old, and the wife, she's 27 years old. Her name is Gabrielle Purnell. Both of Alexandria, Louisiana. That's where it was from. And then it said according to investigators, Danny shot his wife 2 times and shot himself once. Good night. So he shot his wife 2 times and then shot himself once. So I don't know if this was one of them cases where he was trying to kill her, and then after she died, then he tried to murder himself, or did he try to make it seem like they got into a shootout? Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking, but I'm gonna keep reading. They say Gabrielle Purnell was airlifted from Southwest Mississippi Regional Medical Center in Macomb to the University of Mississippi Medical Center in Jackson. Authorities said she was shot in the abdomen and in the arm. Danny Purnell is in a stable condition in Southwest Mississippi Regional Medical Center. Once he is released from the hospital, police said he would be charged with several felonies. And that's it on that, really.
It also says there's also a report that he did this in front of his children.
Yeah, and children, right.
In front of their 3 children. You understand that he shot his wife and shot himself.
What was his motive? Like what was he? Like what was you trying to get out of that?
They haven't released much information.
Yeah, there ain't a lot of information
on it. You understand, but here's the thing. You understand, regardless on what his motive is, you understand, it's interesting that, you know, we mentioned in the police, you know, we established that that's the mark of the beast.
Right.
But here's the thing, Christians, you understand, that Christian church is the mark of the beast.
Right.
You understand? Because that is the religion of white supremacy. You understand? And so, like, if I could,
you good at
you understand, like this brother, you understand, shot his wife twice and then shot himself. You understand? And regardless of the motive, you know, I'm willing to bet that, you understand, like you said, he was probably counting on her to die,
right,
and then claim self-defense. You understand? Because these Christian pastors are slimy, y'all. You understand? These Christian pastors are slimy. You understand? When the whole thing is, you know, as a husband, it's your duty to protect your wife and defend your wife.
Right.
You understand? When you take a wife, you're supposed to die for your wife.
Right.
You understand? But this brother tried to kill his wife. He tried to murder her. You understand? He shot her twice. Once is an accident.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
You understand?
Right.
He shot his wife twice.
That was
You understand? He meant business.
You
understand? But this Christian church is vile and disgusting. And you're gonna see more stories like this.
Right.
You understand? You're gonna continue to see stories coming out of all the disgusting things that's going on inside these Christian churches.
Right.
You understand? You wanted to say
something? Kind of saying it's like, if I may, it's actually a church down here in Greenville. You probably heard of it, called Redemption, ain't it? Right.
With John Gray.
Right. And they said, and it was the sister. It was a sister. She had said that he even tried to, you know, have sex with most of the women in the congregation. Like he used to invite women into his home, and he tried to seduce them. So you got a lot of things happening in the Christian church. Now you got that, you got child molesters in the damn Christian church, and that right there, that's heavy right there, because that's starting to happen in a lot of organizations. Because you even got that brother, he does that. I was telling you about him yesterday. He does them. He has a thing called the University of Cosmic something. And he believes in nature, like he a nature boy, basically. And he even in jail for molesting a child. And then you got, of course, Polite. He in jail for molesting a young child. You know, I think he said she was 14 years old. So it's like all these things. I was like, so you good?
Like your brother Polite molested his own stepdaughter.
That I ain't even know that.
He did some violent, disgusting things. Like he first of all, he drugged the girl.
Right.
You know, gave her drugs, and then you understand the sister woke up and this man sitting there ejaculating on her. You understand? Like this like what he did to the sister was like something that, you know, like you heard about them the Instagram models. They going over
going up, right, kind of. So yeah,
you know what I mean, getting drugged,
right,
and defecated on. You understand? So like that.
Yeah, you good at them. Yeah, man, these people is damn crazy, man. I don't understand what this brother motive was. That I don't know if his wife then what she done called cheating or what she done did. I don't know if he done went through a phone, done seen some text messages, and he done lost his damn mind. But I'm guessing it was one of them cases the way he tried to kill her and then shoot himself to make it seem like, I don't know, man. Like who knows what his intentions was on that situation, but it ain't really too much on that article. It ain't really too much on that story, so I don't know. I guess we can go ahead and move on from that because there ain't really too much on it. that really says why he did it. So we're gonna drop that one. I think it's another one we got. Salakia, bear with me one moment. Get this other one here. All right, let me see. Salakia. All right, let's see what this is right here. All right, let's see what this one is about right here.
You've seen him win America's Got Talent. Now witness Matt Franco in Magic Reinvented Nightly, featuring new cutting-edge method at the Link Hotel and Experience Las Vegas. Visit mattfranco.com to get your tickets today.
Investigators tonight, video appears to show two murder suspects running through a strip hotel.
Those women reportedly meeting their victim just minutes before they allegedly shot and killed him in a guest room. Now, evidence the 8 News Now investigators obtained show how police pieced this case together. Video the 8 News Now investigators obtained, it shows 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano walking hand in hand with Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor, both 20 minutes before the women are accused of killing him. It's 2:35 a.m. on Monday, May 15th. Police say a camera inside a Caesars Palace hallway captures the trio walking to Altamirano Solano's room, prosecutors noting the bag slung over his chest. 14 minutes later, that same camera catches Covington and Taylor running away. Police say one of them has their victim's bag on her as she drops her phone. Detectives getting more surveillance video, this one from a different strip property. They say one of the women is wearing the bag as she charges her phone. Prosecutors say Covington and Taylor are the duo in these Instagram videos shown to a grand jury, where they're wearing the same or similar outfits as the morning of the murder. More photos show the hotel room.
So these some damn hot girls. Some hot girls out here trying to come up on the bag, per usual. That is y'all agenda, to go find somebody who has money, whether y'all don't give a damn what ethnicity he is, but mostly this happens to black men mostly, but y'all don't give a damn who the hell it is. Y'all, if he looked like he got money or he got chains on, he iced out, got the Rolex on, a big ass chain with diamonds, you gonna automatically assume that he got money or he a rapper or whatever, and y'all would do anything to get the bag. Y'all will suck. I don't want to say the F word, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all rather suck and have sex, and sell your body for it. But good night. So these sisters, they seen something. They was with some brother. Well, I don't think he a brother. He said that sounds like a heathen name, but he was with some man, and they followed him to the room, and I'm guessing he had a bag of money or something. There's something in that bag that they wanted, and they took him to the room. And then let me see the time frame. They have the time frame. I think it's about right there.
Caesars Palace hallway captures the trio walking to Altamirano Solano's room. Prosecutors noting the bag slung over his chest. 14 minutes later,
he walking with the box, thinking he about to get the two-piece special.
Right, exactly.
You understand? This right here is a horror movie.
It is, right.
You understand? This right here is a horror movie.
Right.
You understand? This should be a wake-up call for every brother all across the world. You understand that it's treacherous out here. You understand? These two sisters murdered this man. You understand? And took his bag. More than likely, they probably took cash.
Right, that's why.
You understand? Especially if he out there in Vegas.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Good night.
That same camera catches Covington and Taylor running away. Police say one of them has their victim's bag on her.
What's the timeline?
You have to say the timeline.
Oh, I thought I had a time.
Slung over his chest. 14 minutes later, that same...
He couldn't get... So what the hell was he gonna get in 14 minutes?
Got murdered. That's what he got.
Yeah, 14 minutes. Like, it's good. That was quick.
And this isn't new. You understand? And this is what the internet is going crazy with Cardi B over.
Right.
You understand? Because this is the type of things that Cardi B used to do.
I believe.
Used to set brothers up.
Man.
You know, go back to their room and things like that, and then sit there and rob them, or you know, and things could very well go left during a robbery. You understand? And you know, and this is nothing new. This has been going on for years. Like even back when I was in the world, there was tons of stories of brothers that was meeting sisters, like whenever they go, especially in like cities like Atlanta.
Right.
You understand? In a lot of these major cities, you understand, it's part of the culture for these girls to go back to these rooms with these men, or you know, whether they be brothers or heathens. You understand? And when they go back to I guess make the exchange, you understand, they end up robbing them.
Right.
You understand? And this right here just shows you how destroyed black women are.
Yeah, right.
You understand? They are destroyed out. You understand? Like Salaki.
Nah,
you understand? Like these sisters are destroyed. You understand? And many sisters, you understand, they go this route, and they create the Instagrams. You understand? And they show their bodies off on Instagram. You understand? Like that. Like, what's that scripture? I'm gonna bring the scripture out on this one. You understand? Salaki.
Well, yeah, that's crazy because you're right. That shit has been going on for a long time, and then most of the time the dude might get the box. Like, it don't always result in of them end up getting killed, but he do probably end up getting the box, and then, you know, maybe the dude fall asleep and they wait till he go to sleep, and they might go into his pockets or steal his jewelry on the nightstand and run up out of there. That is what I'm telling you. I think, man, listen, I blame it on City Girl. I blame it on the City Girl. I blame it on anybody who make whole music. Anybody who's rapping about these things, whether it's in the past or the future. Whoever support this bull, you was diabolical. You was diabolic.
So, like,
You good.
You can read Proverbs chapter 7.
First verse. Is it the first verse or?
Yeah, we'll start at the first verse.
All right. Proverbs chapter 7, verse 1. Salaki, my son, keep my words and lay up the commandments with thee. Verse 2. Keep my commandments and live.
Read it again.
Keep my commandments. Are you talking about from the verse?
No,
first
right.
verse? Oh, it's like, keep my commandments and live.
You understand? The Lord said to keep his commandments and live. You understand? And it's so important for us to understand that. You understand? Because death is easy to find.
Right.
You understand? Death is so easy to find. You understand? But here's the thing. Life is easy to find.
Right.
You understand? Life is easy to hold on to. You understand? And the scriptures tell you how to do it. And it's just as simple as keeping the Most High's commandments. You understand? So read on.
All right. And my law and the apple of thine eye.
You understand? And my law as the apple of thine eye. You understand? The apple of thine eye, that's like saying something that you cherish and hold dear.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
Verse 3. Bend them upon thy fingers. Right? Oh, it's like.
Yeah, it says bind them upon thy
fingers. It's like a bind them. It's like, you
understand? Go ahead.
Bind them upon thy fingers. Write them upon the table of thine heart. Verse 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman. Verse 5. That us like it.
Skip down to verse 5.
Yeah. All right. So that they may keep thee from that they may keep thee from strange women.
Read it again.
That they may keep thee from strange women.
Read it again.
That they may keep thee from strange women.
You understand? These are the strange women. You understand? And it says, keep my commandments so that they can keep you away from situations like this, where you end up in a hotel room with a strange woman.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
From the stranger which flattereth with her words.
Read it again.
From the stranger which flattereth with her words.
You understand? How do you think these sisters got up in this room with this man? You understand? How you think sisters do it?
Man,
you understand? They flatter you with your words. You understand? Like they use their words, talk about how they gonna
do this and that,
slurp and jerk.
Slurp.
You understand? They entice you with your words, so tell you how you smell good. They like your chain, or all these, whatever they use, to get to lure you back to their home.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
It's like, sir, if I may, it's like back in school, like a girl that you really, really wanted bad, she didn't even notice you in school, but when you up and you probably driving a Beamer, you probably got the chain, the jewelry, and she see you out, and now she on you. She want to ride in your car. She wants you to eventually take her down, and then and you always fall into it. You got to remind her, like, you weren't messing with me when I ain't have nothing. So why you messing with me now? And that's how these dudes, they tender. I can't say what I want to say, but they tender. These dudes is tender out here.
And many brothers fall to strange women. You understand? Many brothers fall to women who live this particular lifestyle. You understand? Like you say, what they call them? City girls?
Yeah, city girl.
City girls. Good night. These city girls ain't no joke. You understand? Read on.
All right. Verse 6. For at the window of my house, I look through my casement. Verse 7. And behold, it's like and behold among the simple ones, I discern among the youths and young men void of understanding.
You understand? This young man here was void of understanding. You understand? It's unclear whether or not this was a brother or not.
Right.
But if it was a brother, he was void of understanding, meaning that he did not have the truth. He didn't tune into the ISUPK classes to where we warn you against these strange women. You understand? When we warn you against breaking the commandments and end up in a situation where it costs you your life.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
Verse 9. In the twilight, in the evening, it's like passing through the street near her corner.
You understand? Where were these sisters standing at before they went up to the room? They were standing on the corner.
On the corner, right.
You understand? These two sisters were standing on the corner. You understand? Looking for a mark.
Right.
You understand? Looking for a lick. You understand? Read on.
And he went the way to her house.
You understand? And you see clearly on the video, he took, in this scenario, he took the sisters back to his hotel room. You understand? Read on.
Verse 9. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. Verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of harlot.
Read it again.
And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot.
Could you run that video back to the point to show how these sisters was dressing? You understand? Where's that footage at?
Yeah, they were showing their little phone. That was
where it was showing their Instagram.
Oh, there.
Here you go.
These Instagram videos.
Look at this right here. Got the mini skirts on. You understand? Got they bust out, yams out. You understand? The sisters, these are two beautiful sisters. You understand? Two beautiful sisters that are destroyed because of this whole city girl lifestyle.
Right.
You understand? This living life on like on some gangster stuff.
Man.
You understand? But these two sisters, look at this attire. This attire is to entice you. You understand? They entice you into making a mistake, and that will cost you your life. You understand? Read on.
All right, verse 11. She is loud and stubborn.
She's what?
She is loud and stubborn.
She is what?
She is loud and stubborn.
You understand? This is how you identify them strange women. You understand? The ones you think these women wasn't loud and stubborn? You think they not loud and talking and yapping and got a bad attitude?
Good night.
You understand? Read on.
Her feet abide not in her house.
Read it again.
Her feet abide not in her house.
Read it again.
Her feet abide not in her house.
You understand? Because these sisters is out here looking for a man to murder and steal from. You understand? Her feet don't abide in her house. You understand? Because she's out here looking for someone to rob, steal, and murder. You understand? Read on.
Verse 12. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait in every corner.
You know, read that again.
Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner.
You understand? These sisters was out here on the corner looking for someone to murder. You understand? Looking for someone to rob. You understand? Read on.
Verse 13. So she caught him and kissed him, and with a impudent face said unto him. Verse 14. I have a peace offering.
She has what?
I have peace offering.
She has what?
I have peace offering.
What you think how you think these sisters got this man to bring them back to their home? You understand? With peace offerings. What kind of peace? We menage a trois. That's a peace offering. You understand? Some sloppy top. That's a peace offering. You understand? Read on.
It's like well, I lost the place. Okay, and I have a peace offerings with me this day. I have paid my vows. Verse 15. Herefore, come I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee.
You understand? So she done found her mark, and sunk her teeth in, and said the right things, and got the man all hot and bothered. You understand?
Hot bothered.
Ready for that action.
Hot and ready.
You understand? Read on.
I have decked my bed with I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestries, like it, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt.
Go ahead. Verse
17. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh and it's like it. Aloes, like it, and cinnamon.
So she's just talking about how she got the place smelling good, got the incense burning. You understand? Everything fresh and clean. You understand? Read on.
Verse 18. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning.
Read it again.
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning.
Read it again.
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning.
You understand? It says, come and let us take our fill of love until the morning. What do you think that scripture talking about? Talking about knocking boots,
right?
Bumping uglies. You understand?
Not bumping uglies. Good night.
You understand? Talking about clapping cheeks. You understand? Read on.
Let us solace ourselves with love.
Read on.
Verse 19. For the good man is not at home.
You understand? We'll skip down to the
let's see. The money is
verse 22.
Okay. Verse 22.
Matter of fact,
verse 21. Okay. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield with the flattering of her lips, and forced him.
Read it again.
With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him.
You understand? She talked all that what they gonna do. You understand? And got this man thrown way off. You know, he ain't thinking about his safety no more. He thinking about what he about to get with these two sisters. You understand? Read on.
Verse 22. he goeth after her straightway.
You understand? Hey, you seen him when he was walking with the bop.
Got one on each side.
Yeah, he was walking with the bop, like he about to get it. He's like, oh, I love Vegas. You understand? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
As an ox goeth to slaughter, or
read it again.
As an ox goeth to slaughter.
You understand? So he went straight way, just the same way. You remember? You know how anybody that's ever been to a slaughtering of the land?
Yeah, kind of.
You understand? When we see the animals get slaughtered, you understand? Them animals go straight down that little pathway that they go, right? And then they put them in that little machine and cut their necks and slaughter. You understand? Read on.
Or as a fool to correction of the stocks.
You understand? Read on.
Verse 23, till a dart strike through his silver.
Read it.
I mean, it's like it. Till a dart strike through his liver.
Read it again.
Till a dart strike through his liver.
Till a dart strike through his liver. You understand? So he's going thinking he about to make sweet love to these two sisters. You understand? And what ended up happening as a result, a dart struck through his liver. You understand? He was murdered and robbed for the substance that he had, whatever he had, whether it was money, it's unclear what he actually had.
Right.
You understand? But this man lost his life following after a strange woman.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
Right. As a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life.
You understand? So he did not know. You understand? That when these sisters was talking all that game, talking about, oh, we had a 2-for-1 special.
Right.
You understand? Buy one, get one free. 2 pieces and a biscuit. You understand? And he's thinking that he getting the 2-piece special.
Right.
But in reality, you understand, all of this is a setup to take his life.
He getting the slaughter. He getting the slaughter of the lamb.
You understand? Go ahead.
All right, verse 24. Hearken, verse 24. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth.
Go ahead.
Verse 25. Let not thine heart decline to her ways.
Read it again.
Let not thine heart decline to her ways.
You understand? Don't let your heart decline to the ways of these city girls. You understand? These harlots. You understand? Because you don't know whether, you understand, this harlot is, a wholesome, fun evening. You understand? Or if they infected with an STD.
Right.
You understand? Or if they're like this and gonna take your life.
Right.
It's a life. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm read it again. So let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths.
Go ahead.
Verse 26. For she have cast down many wounded.
Read it again.
For she have cast down many wounded.
What did the city girls do?
For she have cast down many wounded.
What did Cardi B do?
For she have cast down many wounded.
What did these strippers do?
For she have cast down many wounded.
What did these Instagram models do?
For she have cast down many wounded.
For these sisters have cast down many wounded. You understand? These strange women have cast down many wounded, and this is one of many. You understand? Read on.
Yea, many strong men have been slain by her.
You understand? Many strong men have been slain by her. You understand? This is a horrible situation.
Good, nice.
This is a horrible time that we live in, where you not only do you got to worry about the police, not only do you got to worry about COVID-19, not only do you got to worry about drug addiction. You understand? You got to worry about other brothers who are out seeking to rob and kill. But you got to worry about them sweet things right there, them young tenderoni, because they not playing no games. You understand? Like that, the scripture tell you, says, for she have cast down many wounded. You understand? Then this probably isn't their first time doing this.
Right.
You understand?
At all.
This probably not their first time doing it. 14 minutes, that ain't a long
right,
time.
A long time, right.
You understand? You think about it, 14 minutes, you getting in the room and you they probably popped a bottle.
Right.
You understand? Probably chill, probably took some drugs, then started dancing, and next thing you know, the guns is out. Buns out, guns out.
That's cool. Right?
That's a lot.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
That's crazy. And I was just about to say, like, that is crazy. Like, yeah, this most definitely happened a lot because I done heard, and I've seen a lot of females set up dudes a lot. I'm talking about, oh my goodness, a lot. It's a high percentage of women out here doing this bull. Now I don't know if it don't always result in that person getting killed, but they do end up getting something out of them. And sometimes them sisters don't be having sex with them. They really just be using them. But I think most of them having sex with them. And as soon as they fall asleep, they go in them pockets or go in their nightstand and steal whatever he got. And then he wake up and notice all of his ish gone. But that wouldn't happen if y'all need to stop being so tender. Stop being so tender, man. Like among these women, like stop falling for these tricks. Like stop, and then it's like I ain't gonna say don't. I'm not gonna say don't try to pull women because that's what women like. Like women like you to chase them. So if you gonna chase them, be wise.
Well, matter of fact, don't even chase them.
Right.
Let them chase you.
You're right. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Let them prove themselves to you.
Right.
You understand? Let them prove their worth.
Right.
You understand? Let them show their value before you go and end up like this man here and dead on the news in Las Vegas. You understand? Thinking he about to get the 2-piece in a biscuit.
Right.
You understand?
But I wouldn't put it past that he was out there probably flexing money, and that's how they spotted him.
Of course.
He was probably out there drunk, flexing money, probably out there offering money to hoes. Cause niggas do that too. They out there flexing money. Oh, you need some money? Here go a dub, or here go 40, or here go 100. And yeah, that's probably what happened. And he made himself a target.
So like, we can read that last verse.
Here we go. Verse 27. Her house is the way to hell.
Read it again.
Her house is the way to hell.
Read it again.
Her house is the way to hell.
Her house is the way to hell. You understand? To be gunned down in a hotel room in Vegas, that's hell. You understand? Read on.
Going down to the chambers of death.
Going down to the chambers of death. You understand? That not taking heed to what the Most High said cost this man his life.
Right.
You understand? And now these sisters, they been arrested?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I gotta keep going.
Either way it go, the cops clearly know who they are.
They know who they are, right?
You understand? They clearly got their Instagram posts and all that. You understand? So you understand, and this should be a wake up call to all the city girls out there.
Right.
You understand? You think these sisters thought they probably thought they were slick.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They got cameras. There's cameras all over the place. Huh? You understand? They got cameras in the hallways. You understand? Cameras on your Instagram. They got footage of them standing on the corner. You understand? They done traced this whole process. You understand? And it's all on camera. You understand? You're not going to be able to do nothing sneaky and slimy like murder somebody and take their money, you understand, and think you're going to get away with it. You understand? And to all you sisters out there that's listening to all this, I'm FREEF.
Good night. Yep.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
Like listening to that music has inspired a nation of sisters that view you as nothing more than a bag. They view you as nothing more than a dollar sign. And when you know, there's a scripture which says that a man is come to bread. You understand? Where all you are is bread to these sisters. And when a sister can belittle you down to being nothing more than a dollar sign, then she will care nothing about your life or your health. You understand?
Yeah, I'm right. I agree with everything you just said. Like, The message that I say to these young brothers: stop following these hoes. Stop chasing after hoes. Go find a modest woman that is covered up. I'm not gonna necessarily say your head wrap, but make sure she covered up. But even that though, I can't say that because she might have a nice little sundress on and she still be a damn hoe. Especially in my generation. I don't know about the ones that's 30, 40 years old, but I know in my generation, about 21 and up, she a master in disguise. You never know what you're getting yourself into.
It don't matter what generation you're in. You know what I'm saying? This 2023.
Yeah, right.
You understand?
Right.
Sisters is savages out here.
Yeah.
You understand? 30-year-old sisters, 40-year-old sisters, 50-year-old sisters.
Right.
You understand? Like, you got to be careful out here. You understand? It's treacherous. It is treacherous out here.
You got to come from somewhere. So, yeah, you're right. It should come from somewhere. Speaking of, I wanted to ask about Freaknik. You ever been to Freaknik before in the past?
I ain't never been to Freaknik.
So, nah. I'm about to say, like, I done seen videos and pictures of like in the 90s of Freaknik. I just like one of I remember I seen one of a sister. They had her damn butt spread it open and the box showing, and all it's like 3 men standing over the holding, and I'm all like, who mama is this?
Well, sister
or daughter is like.
And now the thing about that Freaknik is a lot of that stuff, because it was going like I was in like middle school.
Yeah.
When a lot of that Freaknik stuff, so like I know I'm a little up in age, you understand, but I was still in middle school when a lot of that Freaknik stuff was going on. And now, they came out with that documentary about Freaknik.
I ain't seen that.
And so there's a lot of sisters now who then went on and got married, got kids.
Oh yeah,
got careers, and then boom, they all over this in 4K.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you understand? And what's going on now? You understand? You got to understand that even in your young age, sisters, you understand? You out here creating OnlyFans. Like OnlyFans is the new Freaknik.
Man, good.
You understand?
Right.
You out here creating OnlyFans. You don't understand that content is going to exist online forever.
Right.
You understand? It's going to exist online on the internet forever. You understand? And the thing is that you understand when that stuff is on the internet forever. A lot of these sisters, will create their OnlyFans.
Right.
And think that when I get when I get married and things like that, I can quit doing. Listen, you never gonna quit doing OnlyFans.
Right.
You understand? Because your OnlyFans is on the internet.
Right.
You understand? People gonna forever have access to that content.
Exactly.
You understand? So save yourself the shame down the road to where you have to explain to your children. You understand what this is that all. Can you imagine how it feels to go to school?
Imagine.
And all the kids at your school and seeing your mama naked and know that that's your mama. You understand? Or can you imagine this? Imagine being married to a sister, having kids, then to find out that she had her OnlyFans back in the day. You understand? Sleeping with all kinds of men, doing all type of disgusting things. And now that right there is going to put a rift in your relationship.
It really is.
You understand? Because a brother is not going to take it lightly finding out that his wife, the woman that he gave his life to, you understand, used to be an OnlyFans supermodel. You understand? Save yourself that shame, sisters. It's so many other ways that you can righteously achieve financial freedom. You understand? Like look at Madam C.J. Walker was a sister. She was one of the first, if not the first, millionaire that ever exist in the United States of America. You understand? And she did that by catering to the needs of Black people. You understand? And there's so many opportunities for you to be able to better your life financially outside. And first of all, you Salai if I could.
No, you good on.
You understand? I saw a brother who made a video and he was comparing. He said, no, it was a meme that said, now sisters understand. It's now a lot of OnlyFans sisters understand how hard it is being a local rapper.
Right.
You understand? Because a lot of sisters will create this OnlyFans and don't get no subscribers.
Yeah.
You understand? And now, how many years that was sisters downing brothers for being local rappers? For decades.
Yeah, decades, right.
You understand? And now you're starting to see that it ain't quite as simple as getting naked and putting it on camera.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And so you taking such a risk by putting that content out there. You understand that you are risking destroying something beautiful down the line. You understand? And with that, that's all I really got to say.
That was heavy at the one for real. That was too heavy. But I want to play this video. It's on my phone. Wish I could pull it up. But listen to what this sister said.
I love hanging out with hoes because hoes is always gonna make sure we get in. Mm-hmm. They know how to flirt. They're very charismatic. They're just adventurous. Mm-hmm. They always up for everything. I love hoes. Hoes are my best friends. You know what I mean? Like I don't want nobody that's like me, I don't like those friendships where it's two peas in a pod. Yeah. I want somebody that's completely different, opposite of me, because I was raised kind of like a certain way. I never really had a whole lot of crazy shit happen in my childhood. I need friends that were traumatized.
Good night.
You understand? And that's really an explanation for a lot of this. You understand? That's truly an explanation for a lot of this. These two sisters here more than likely suffered some form of trauma growing up. You understand? Like there's a traumatic experience that happened to these sisters that caused them to go down a path of committing murder,
right?
Cold-blooded murder. And here's the thing: they weaponized their sexuality to prey on someone,
right?
You understand? And so these sisters were more than likely either victims of rape, you understand, victims of child molestation, you understand. There's so many different angles to this. And like what this sister brought out, she said that she needs to hang out with people that's traumatized like me. You understand? Because these two sisters here, they probably suffered the same trauma. That's probably what drew them together to form this dark alliance to go out here hunting people down and taking their money and robbing and killing them. You understand?
Crazy.
But go ahead. What you was about to bring out?
I'm about to just say, like, why? Like, instead of going and finding more women that are traumatized to damn hang out with, how about y'all go and get help? Go talk about what the hell you went through in the child, in your childhood. You understand? Like, that is why we have the ISUPK under Commander Junior Hunter. Cause like you were saying yesterday, we actually deliver people from their demons, especially women who were probably sexual abused, and brothers and sisters that smoke weed or whatever. We deliver people from their demons in this school, and that's what these sisters need to do. They need to come into the ISUPK or even just get counsel from one of the priests and talk about these problems. I think they feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. Like, why go talk to an oppressor or talk to some type of counselor, and they ain't gonna do nothing but just sit there and take notes. Just sit there with a pen and pad and just listen. And I've never been to counsel for real. Only counsel I really only had was in the ISUPK. I never really had counsel, but I know a person that used to do it, and based off of how she was in it, and I've heard the conversations. She only just sit there and like, well, could you do this better? Like, she don't really give her no advice because they can't relate to what you've been through, or they have never seen it, so they ain't really got nothing to say. But we have seen it and been through it, so we can we can elaborate better on it because we seen it and we know people that done went through it, or we probably done went through it ourselves. And I really listen to people that done went through it than people that speculating on the situation, because ain't much they can tell you. But I don't know what the hell they can tell you. But that's crazy that she want to hang around hoes instead of being a Proverbs 31 woman and being modest. Because we actually went downtown Greenville. Me and Shaw went downtown Greenville Saturday, and we were asking women what is wrong with being modest. Matter of fact, let me see. This was kind of funny. Let me see. I think I got one. There go one. This one kind of funny.
All right, so my question is today, why is it so hard for women to dress modest nowadays? Modest. What is modest to you as well?
Like covered. Is that what you mean?
Covered.
Because I mean, it'd be too hot.
You said what?
It'd be too hot to be modest all the time.
It'd be too hot?
I work hard
for your body? What you say again? You dress modest. And what about you? Is it whatever you want to do? Okay. So what you said right now, you said is too hot. So it's too hot for women to dress modest nowadays. If it's too hot, stay in the house.
I said if it's too hot, stay in the house. But yeah, we were going down there just doing interviews and asking women, what is wrong with the woman being modest or dressing modest, and they just, most of them had the same answer. It's hot. But that don't mean go out there and show your damn cleavage or your showing the bottom of your butt or your damn box hanging out. That don't mean do that. I don't know, man. Or even wearing a dress to where they ain't even got no drawers on. They letting the damn box breathe. Do that at the house. But
it's a lot if I could.
Nah, they good.
I did want to mention one thing about like the trauma. I wanted to kind of reiterate, double back to that.
Yeah.
A lot of sisters don't understand this because they've never actually, like you said, they've never received counsel or ever properly healed from the trauma that they faced as a child.
Right.
One thing that I've learned, even before I came into the truth, is that, specifically in South Carolina and the upstate, but there is a large portion, and I'm willing to bet that majority of Black women, especially in the upstate, they grow up in the upstate, were molested as children.
Right.
You understand? And oftentimes, when you look up like the trauma of molestation, what happens is they become sexualized at an age before it's natural for them to become sexualized.
Right.
So what happens is they develop this mentality to where being sexually desired is their form of acceptance.
Right. I heard that.
You understand? And so what will happen is, some sisters it's like they have a compulsion to dress provocative,
right,
or to dress revealing, or to show off their curves and things like that. Like oftentimes, being a man of the truth, you understand, we oftentimes discern that. It's a lot. Ooh, Salaki. We oftentimes discern that as trauma. You understand? As trauma that a sister has not properly healed from. You understand? And that's really the core of this issue. Between the city girls, sisters that go out and dress revealing, even if you're not one of these girls that go out here and broadcast,
right?
When you dress like this, you put yourself at risk against predators who prey on sisters. You understand? Like one of them sisters in the video, how old was them? Them sisters probably was like anywhere between 19 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
Young sisters, you know, tiny little sisters.
Right.
You understand? There's nothing to stop a grown man from snatching them up and dragging them into their car.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And raping them on the street. And it
Right.
happens. You understand? There's many instances. If it didn't happen, there wouldn't be rapists in prison.
Right, exactly.
You understand? And so, you know, sisters, I encourage every sister. You understand? If you're watching this podcast right now, I encourage every sister that if you've been molested as a child, you understand, if you've been abused in any kind of way, call the ISUPK
Right.
and get counsel. This is not the Christian church.
Right.
You understand? The Christian church does not have the solution for your issue, for the things that you faced in life. Because the Christian church, a lot of sisters will probably call and get counsel just for it to come out that they Christian pastor is the one that molested them as a child.
Exactly.
You understand? Call the ISUPK. You understand? And get counsel. And that way you can properly heal from the trauma that you face.
Right.
So that you don't have to be on the news, you understand, after you murder someone and now you facing 25 to life. You understand? All because you did not properly heal from the trauma that you faced in your life. You understand? And the ISUPK, Salaki, if I could.
No, you good, everyone. Go ahead.
I've seen situations personally since I've been in the truth. You understand? Where there was solutions and actual healing that happened to people, to sisters who faced that trauma as a child.
Right.
You understand? Because no man has the right to put their hands on you the way that man put their hands on you. You understand? No man has the right to do that. And it's not your fault. That's the most important part, is that it is not your fault that happened to you. You understand? I encourage any sister that comes across this podcast, any sister that's tuning in right now, any sister that got sent the link, even if it was by mistake.
Right.
We encourage every sister to call the ISUPK and get counsel. You understand? Get counsel. You don't have to necessarily tell us your name or even where you're from, but call and get counsel so that you can heal properly.
Right. Nah, that right there is very, very, very heavy. That's heavy. And I was just gonna say about, you know, the kids or just a little child who had to go through the shit with that situation. I've even heard like I was talking to this one sister, she used to tell me like how her uncles and stuff, like when they used to see her, I guess she were, I don't remember what age she said, but I guess her at growing up, she had curves as like, I would guess like a 6 or 7 year old. So every time her uncles would see her, they always be like, yeah, girl, I think they'd be like, you something about your body is filling out well or something like that, or some sick mess like that. Like, why is you examining a child? Like, why is you paying attention to that child's curves? Like, and that's why it's important for sisters to dress their kids properly. Fully clothe your kids. I see a lot of pictures of babies dressed up with damn crop tops on, which I'm pretty sure a lot of men don't agree with it. Most women don't see nothing wrong with it. I feel like no baby, no child no skin should be exposed unless it's shorts that is right there above the knee. Anything higher than that, it's unacceptable. I'm not gonna let my daughter wear it or anything like that. But yeah, that man was sexualizing a damn 5, 6 or however how old she was. He was asking her, yeah, you filling out well. Like every time I see you, you just keep growing and growing, which, okay, I understand the growing part, but you talking about the damn the body shape, the curves and stuff like that. That's some sick mess. And come to find out, I don't know if that was him, but come to find out it was a family member that did touch it. She told me it was like I don't know if it was a cousin or an uncle, one of them, but come to find out one of them did end up doing it to her. But that nobody deserves that. Then another thing I wanted to bring out about how women dress, they even say that even when women dress fully, like even dress modest, they fully covered, it still can happen, whether they fully dress or not. But they not understanding. Yeah, we understand that. That ain't the point. The point is you shouldn't be out in those crazy hours of the night anyway. You shouldn't be out no 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, because that's when stuff happens. I mean, stuff happens during the day too, but it's more prone to happen at night, late at night. But that ain't the point. The point is that I lost my train of thought. Yes, you could still get raped being fully dressed, but we're saying exposing yourself, that's what bring the predators, because they already out there scoping out women anyway. And the first thing he see is a titty pop out or a butt cheek, hanging out, or he can even see your box. That's what he's looking for. Because soon as you stumble or fall down, guess what he gonna do? Come up and try to pick you up and try to do anything to you. Probably, man, listen. Grope you, touch you some type of way. Probably put his finger in your box. Anything. I gotta pay attention to these signs and stop being so damn dumb. You need to get you a damn husband, find you a head, and let him lead you. And stop being so damn independent. Stop thinking that you don't need a man, because you do. Just like how we brought out in class that sister in Chicago that she ended up getting punched by their brother, and her 14-year-old son had to shoot him. I guarantee that would never happen if her head was there. If she had a head. But you know how they feel about a man being their head or being a leader or anything like that. They don't really like them terms. They be like, oh, they make them feel like a child or something like that. But
yeah, they don't like the idea of being considered a man's property.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But oftentimes I just simply ask a sister this. Like, would you put rims in a rental car?
Right.
You understand?
That's cool.
Would you get the windows tinted in a rental car?
Right.
Would you get an oil change on a car that you rented?
Right.
No, you're not gonna do that. Why? And I would ask them, why would you not do that? Because it's not my car. They deliver it's not my car.
That makes
right.
sense.
It's not your property.
Right.
You understand? But when you're considered a man's property, he's going to ensure that the oil is changed. He's going to ensure that he washes the car. You understand? That he takes care of the car, that he upgrades the vehicle, because he's willing to invest in what's considered his property.
Right.
You understand? So a lot of sisters will go out here and say, "Oh, these ends ain't crap. These brothers ain't crap." You understand? But yet the thing is, I oftentimes ask sisters, well, let me ask you something. Have you ever humbled yourself to the point where you allowed yourself to be the property of that man? You understand? It's not like some type of slave, like you own a slave. That's not what we mean by property. You understand? But when a man has children, those are his possessions. Those are his prized possessions. When a man has a wife, that is a possession. You understand? And so when a man has a possession that is his, you understand, he's naturally going to do the things to take care of that possession. You understand?
Damn right. That heavy, because I ain't never really heard it really broken down like that. That was heavy. But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with having there's nothing wrong with having a head. There is nothing wrong with, using those terms, because you thinking about it too. It's like that term being submissive. They can't stand that word submissive. When I asked a sister what she think her definition is of submissive, she said it means to control or to yield to a man's authority, which if you look it up, that's kind of what it says. But they look at being submissive as weak.
Right.
And they understand, women, they just that's a heavy topic to talk about. But really, I can't, you probably can elaborate it on better than I can on the submissive thing. Yeah, you probably can say it way better than me.
You did an excellent job, saying, breaking it all down and explaining it, which, there's really nothing that I can really, elaborate on, as far as what you stated. You understand? What you said was true and correct. You understand? Kind of.
All right, so yeah, we could drop that one. Drop that. You want to talk about the what happened Monday? Went to the city with downtown people, and I don't even think I can be able to pull them up. Nah, I can't. But you want to talk about that?
We could talk about it. So of course in the ISUPK, you understand, we've been dealing with a situation here in Greenville, South Carolina. But we've been dealing with a situation here in Greenville, South Carolina, where the city of Greenville has been trying to stop us from being able to go out and teach on the street.
Right.
You understand? So what we did was, of course, we're this is warfare. You understand? And in the UPK, you understand, we're not just some brothers that's just going to sit and take punches from the oppressor.
Right.
You understand? Whether it be Greenville City Council or the Supreme Court. You understand? And so what we did was we went to, the Greenville City Council, and we voiced that grievance, professionally, calmly, and articulately. And I got to give a hand to the brothers of the UPK. You understand? And I got to give a hand to the generals of the UPK because of the counsel that they gave us and things like that, as far as what we were able to accomplish. And so what we did was, when we went to that city council meeting, you understand, they were shocked to see how disciplined we were and how we handled ourselves. And the fact that, of course, in the UPK, we have very strict protocols where, we keep the Most High's law, but we also keep America's law.
Right.
We also keep city ordinances and things like that.
Right.
So all of the little city ordinances and things like that, we explain to the city council that we do everything we can to make sure that we're in compliance with all of the Greenville city ordinances. We even got the decibel reader. You understand? When we go out to camp, we actually are measuring the decibels. And in fact, the law reads that you have to be under a certain amount of decibels at a certain distance. It's like 100 feet that you have to be under that certain amount of decibels.
Right.
And the way we actually do it is we keep it under that decibel count at even less of a distance than what the state requires or what the city requires.
Right.
You understand? Like, we check it because I'm not going to give a brother the order to walk through traffic to go and measure. So, we're about 10, 15 feet away from the camp, away from the speaker. And we would be under that decibel amount at a closer distance than what the law even requires. And oftentimes, the police would come out and and tell us we're violating the noise ordinance and things like that.
Right.
And so, like, get sleepy, like,
yeah, too.
But we will oftentimes get harassed by the police because local businesses will call the police on us and try to get us shut down. You understand? But of course, often, here lately, the cops have been coming out, and because they see how on top of our game we are, how we got the decibel readers.
Right.
You understand? So we know we're not violating the ordinance. So, you know what I'm saying? So what started happening was they started to block us from actually being able to get a permit to actually speak in the city of Greenville.
Right.
You understand? So we went before the council, and verbalize that that's a violation of our constitutional right.
Right.
You understand? And this Greenville City Council was so moved by our statement that the mayor of Greenville actually invited us into his office so that we can actually try to, have a common ground with this issue.
Right.
You understand? Because I'm sure that the Greenville City Council knows that, we have really grounds to file a civil lawsuit against the city of Greenville.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're willing to do whatever it takes to avoid a situation like that.
Right.
You understand? Right. Did you want to elaborate on anything else?
Yeah, I was just gonna mention like how you and Osabon, y'all did some heavy things that day, and based off of what y'all said, and it moved them people to make them want. As soon as we left, like soon as we were walking out of the courtroom or whatever that was, they ran us down and came to us personally, and then invited us into the mayor's office, and they wanted to sit down with us, and they was concerned about our concerns, and that's just the Most High to me. Like the Most High, the Most High move in mysterious ways. Like I don't want to sound too Christian on it, but yeah, that was something. That was something that I ain't never seen before. Like I said, that was crazy to me.
So like if I could.
Nah, you good at one.
I didn't do. So excuse my language, but I didn't do shit.
Right.
I ain't shit. You understand? Like the scriptures say that our righteousness is as a filthy rag before the Most High. You understand? So I the only thing I did was stood up,
right,
and spoke with the Most High wanted me to speak.
Right,
you understand? And I'm sure Barn would tell you the same thing. You understand? But I ain't shit out. That was the Most High's work. You understand? That was the Most High's moving of the city council. You understand? Because even when we was leaving, they were saying, "Hey guys, where you going? Come back and come to the office with us." And we, me and Cap, we looked like, oh, nah, they ain't talking to us.
Right.
You understand? And we kept walking.
Uh-huh.
You understand? But then they came and stopped us and invited us into the mayor's office. You understand? So, that was all the Most High.
Most definitely.
I ain't taking credit for none of that. You understand? And but what we also uncovered going to the city council meeting is, and I'm sure all the brothers can agree, but it opened our eyes to the type of destruction that these devils are opposing against the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
You understand? Because we actually, and this, and this is how we know the Most High was involved in this, is because, we actually spoke up. The Most High had us actually speak up for a housing development where they're trying to gentrify a low-income housing neighborhood right there in Greenville, South Carolina.
Right.
Right in the intersection in one of the nicer parts of town.
Right, kind of.
You understand? And Officer Nayar, as well as Officer Mardaki and myself, we said, Salakia, we all heard, how in the city council there was this multi-billion-dollar real estate development firm,
mm-hmm.
and they were in the city council, and they were saying things like what were they saying? Like the they were saying things like the units,
the units
were unlivable,
right?
They were falling apart,
right?
And that they were, all basically condemned,
right?
You understand?
Vacant.
And they were vacant. They had like vacant units. I think 10 of it's 30 units, and 10 out of the 30 units were vacant units. And so some of the people stepped up. It was like a few, I think like three women that stepped up, and they were all talking, before the city council, trying to save their homes. You understand? And the ISUPK, you understand, the men in the ISUPK stood up and spoke up for all those people that lived in that community that could not speak for themselves.
Right.
You understand? And it was a powerful thing. And we actually went out to that property because, you understand, we heard like that $1 billion corporation, they told so many lies about that property.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And we physically went out there to that property and we got footage of it. You understand? It was a beautiful neighborhood. You understand? Was it not, Nayar?
It most definitely was.
You understand? It was a beautiful neighborhood. And we actually got footage of one of the units that was abandoned. You understand? It had been vacant what, 6 months? 6 months, they said. And listen, man, they had new floors, new paint on the wall. You understand? No leaking ceilings. They tried to say that the roofs were caving in. And
right.
Man, listen, these were beautiful homes in a beautiful neighborhood. You understand? And so what they're trying to do is move low-income people out of these areas. And they're counting on nobody being in those city council meetings to be able to speak for these brothers and sisters that are living in these communities.
Right.
You understand? But in the ISUPK, it's our mission to make sure that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have a place to live, or have food to eat. You understand? That is our mission. You understand? And we're going to fight for our people. You understand? You understand? Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, I'm just gonna say, like you were saying, like it is our duty, it's our mission to go out there and help our people. And like we went to that city council with a whole nother problem. We didn't go out there we didn't even know nothing about this incident. We just heard it, and I was born. They stood up and they spoke for those sisters that, because those were women. I can kind of tell based off of their voice, it was kind of making them emotional, like, because the oppressor always want to come and destroy something, like destroy our family some way, somehow. Y'all want to come and gentrify our neighborhoods because it's probably somewhere near the city, and y'all don't want people that's touring the city or new visitors coming and seeing Negroes or low income houses in that area. Man, white man's the devil, man. Like, them sisters was damn near finna cry. I kind of felt for them, but we went out there and we seen it for ourselves, and everything they said was was a lie, right? Like, yeah, man. But that footage, I'm gonna try to get that footage out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to make sure we get all those the videos edited and all them posted by tomorrow, so all the brothers and sisters in the school can see what the work we did. And we plan on being out there damn near every city council, or not every one, every other one.
So, like, if I could,
now you go ahead at one.
We are going to be at every city council.
Most high Christ.
You understand? We're going to be at every city council.
Most high
Christ. And the thing is that, you understand, we're also, so like, a lot of this stuff we ain't gonna go into right now. Just for the sake of time, and you understand. And the thing is that, one thing that I learned personally, if I could speak personally.
No, you good.
You understand? One thing that I saw, that I learned through this whole process. You understand? Because after that city council meeting, the very next day, we actually went out. Like I said, we went out to that neighborhood and actually knocked on doors.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We went door to door, knocking on doors, and we're talking to those people about the initiative to tear down their homes and move them out.
Right.
You understand? And a common sentiment amongst those tenants was that they are relying on the ISUPK to be a voice for them.
Damn right.
You understand? And through the power of the Most High and the leadership of Commander General Yohana, you understand, we are going to be that voice.
Right.
You understand? We are going to be that voice for those children that are living in that community. You understand? For every community that we're Blacks and Hispanics, you understand, and Native Americans. You understand? Because there is no voice. And that's what's crazy. is that we didn't see no Christian pastors, no black organizations.
None.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Nah, you're right, everyone. Ain't none of them was in there.
No fake Israelites, no nothing. Nobody was in there speaking for those brothers and sisters in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But the ISUPK, we gonna speak for them brothers and sisters.
We're gonna be there every time, like you said, every council there, we done. And if I gotta be there, so be it. I'm willing to be there every council, so we can address every issue that's good, especially if it's going on in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. We gonna speak on it every time. Like this city is growing tremendously, and they not doing nothing for the Black community. They building all these condos and townhomes for rich people to come move into, making rent affordable for the rich people and not for the poor. Like, I don't know, there's too much information to put out there, but one of the sisters they mentioned, like one sister, they rent is what I think she said like $700, somewhere in that range. And then another sister mentioned $1,000, which I wonder why hers was so high. But that sister with the $700 rent, she plans on, to her, that's affordable to her, which that's affordable to me. I would pay that for those homes. I feel like it's worth that because it's in a good neighborhood. It's in a nice area. You probably ain't too much got to worry about drug. People out there selling drugs. I didn't see none of that going on out there.
So like if I could,
no, you go ahead.
That community, it was a beautiful community.
Right, it really was.
It was a very nice community, and you could see out there how the neighbors were interacting.
Right.
Kids would just go out and play in the neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
It was a beautiful thing to see.
Right.
And the fact that they want to tear it down, because listen, in Greenville, it ain't many low-income neighborhoods
at all
that are safe.
Right.
You understand? And this has got to be the safest neighborhood I've seen that was low income.
Right.
In my entire time living in South Carolina,
mm-hmm.
this was the safest, most beautiful. I couldn't believe it was low income housing when I got out there.
You ain't see no trash. You ain't see no trash.
No drug addicts, no crackheads, no meth heads, no prostitutes on the corner, no drug dealing. You didn't see none of that. What you saw was family.
No loud music.
Exactly. It wasn't none of that. Nobody hanging on the corner drinking and getting high. It wasn't none of that. You understand? It was kids playing in the street, going from house to house. You understand? Just the whole neighborhood. And then everybody in the neighborhood knew each other.
Right.
And knew each other's work schedules.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. And they want to tear all of that down and give them $2,000 to relocate.
Oh yeah, good night. I'm glad you brought that up.
They want to give these brothers and sisters $2,000 to uproot their entire family. But here's the thing: you're not going to find anywhere to live in the city of Greenville for less than $1,500 a month.
Right.
You understand? If you move anywhere, you're gonna pay first month, last month,
mm-hmm.
at least. That's $3,000 and up. Then you still got to get your utilities.
Right. Yeah, utilities.
You got to get moved. You got to get the moving truck,
right,
and things like that. $2,000 is nothing, man. $2,000. You can spend $2,000 in groceries easily.
It's easily, right? Yeah.
You understand? And they wanted to offer those people that to just uproot and move them out of Green. Because really what they're doing is they're moving poor people out of Green.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And as a matter of fact, if I could speak on
you
this,
good, everyone. Go ahead.
I actually went to the Greenville City website because there's some other things that we have in the works here in South Carolina that I'm not going to disclose at this moment. But they have an initiative in Greenville where they have a quote. It says, "Save your change, make a change." And what the whole initiative is you know how you'll see like a brother walking down the street and he'll be like, so excuse me, brother, yeah, you got $1 or $2 that I can get, like they call them panhandlers.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So what they're trying to do is they're pushing an initiative for people to not give money to the panhandlers, to not give money to the homeless people out there in the street, to not give money to them, but instead send money to these organizations. You know what I mean? Like the soup kitchens,
kinds of right,
and the homeless shelters and things like that. And so, we like I said, I don't want to say too much at this moment, but there is an evil going on in the city of Greenville, and the ISUPK has picked up that fight.
Right.
You understand? We picked up that fight here in South Carolina. You understand? And all I got to say is, you understand, I encourage all the brothers in South Carolina, you understand, to gird up your loins. You understand? Sisters too, gird up your loins, because, because we got a lot of work to do with this truth.
Right.
You understand? And it seems like every day we're discovering so, like, how in the UPK we have the quote, to take ground.
Right, kind of.
There is so much ground. There's an unfathomable amount of ground that we have to cover in the city of Greenville, South Carolina. You understand? And then to think about the entire world.
Right.
You understand? It almost seems like a fight that we shouldn't win.
Right. Yeah.
But through the power and the might of the Most High and Yahushua, we are going to win this fight.
Yeah, right.
You understand? We are going to win this battle. You understand? Because we stand for those that cannot stand for themselves. You understand? Like Captain Zaria says all the time, we bully the bullies.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You understand? And with that, anything you want to bring up?
Nah, so it's about that time to close out, but this was very, very heavy. Gotta do this again. This was real heavy. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close out, man. This is No Affiliation Radio. I'm your host, Officer Nayar.
And I'm Precinct Officer Natazaka Barb, just temporarily holding it down for the brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know how we go, man. We just stand in the gap. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
And make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Right.
And make sure you like the video. Hit the notification bell. That way you can get a notification every time we go live. You understand? Because you don't want to miss this information, especially if you live in the South Carolina area. You understand? And we're getting prepared, you understand, for a clothing and food drive. So you understand, if you got some food or some clothes or some backpacks, whatever it is that you want to donate to help brothers and sisters that's out here in the world that's struggling, you understand, they can't necessarily get their groceries completely. You understand? If you want to donate to the ISUPK, you understand, subscribe to our channel. You understand? We have a school right here in Simpsonville. You understand? You can come to the school and bring canned goods. You understand? Clothing. You understand? Bring that in so that we can help to strengthen our entire community.
Yeah, right.
You understand? And with that,
shalom.